This is Hash Greenberg with the Midday Report.
And that was Hash Greenberg with the...
Hi, my name is Brodelli, and this is my public access television show. This is The Cinema with Brodelli. And the reason I call it that is because I've always heard the phrase, my life's a movie, and I think that's a little self-centered, because life is just one big movie and we're all playing a small part. Not really sure what to say about the show, it's gonna be things I see and places I travel, and things I find interesting, and I hope you stay along for the ride. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the show. 'Cause this is the Cinema with Brodelli.
In the state of Florida, there are 1,350 miles of coastline forming a peninsula, a sort of penis for the United States. 588 miles of this coastline forms another peninsula, Pinellas County, the balls of the United States. With Tampa Bay on its southern tip, Old Tampa Bay on its eastern nut, and the Gulf of Mexico on its western nut, thus forming the full penis and balls of the United States. Today we're visiting a small but beautiful 2 miles on the ballsack of the United States called Indian Rocks Beach. Or as the locals know it, hey, do you want to go to the beach? Incorporated in 1954, but in reality his shit was made a long time ago through tectonic plates and sea rising and sea lowering or whatever. This isn't a science show. Anyways, it's located on the barrier island Sand Key. Indian Rocks Beach spans over 2 miles of pristine coast of the Gulf of Mexico, 26 public beach accesses that are usually full but less busy than more popular Clearwater Beach. Fuck Clearwater Beach. They gave me a ticket. So, there are many rules to visiting the beach you have to follow. I could pause the video right now and we could look at the sign and go over every single one of them. That'd be boring, so I'm just going to go over a few that I find to be important. Rule number 1. Pissing in the ocean is free and legal. Have at it. Rule number 2. No smoking on the beach. It's super windy. It's hard to light your joint. Just do it in your car, or maybe on a day it's not so windy on the beach. Rule number 3, leave nothing behind but your urine, your footsteps in the sand, and maybe a flip-flop by accident. Among the beachgoers is a diverse ecosystem of creatures. The beach lends itself as a sea turtle nesting ground during certain seasons, and is home year-round to a number of aquatic birds, fish, white women, wooks, and other sick and heavy-duty animals. For instance, the Florida trash goal. This sick fucker smokes 16 cigarette butts a day from ashtrays at the local beach bars, and they could live to be 100 years old. Some say they're as old as the rocks that were pounded into sand granules by the pressure of the sea that made the very beach that we're visiting today. And wow, get a load of these fuckers. Don't see them too often, whatever the fuck they are. The beautiful Gulf of Mexico doesn't just lend itself to animals and white women. There are many leisure activities one can partake on the beach, such as fishing. You could be an old man and walk down the beach alone. Or this guy looking for some shit somebody lost to sell at a pawn shop. Modern day treasure hunter. Or like so many that come to the beach, you can skimboard. A sport unparalleled in sportsmanship and the ability to do a sport that really takes an unparalleled approach to the sport. We're lucky enough to catch one of the locals going at it and taking on the waves right now. We're gonna go ahead and play a clip of that and then we'll have a quick interview with them after.
And as our show draws to an end and I return back to the sea where we all came from, I hope you continue to watch and stay tuned for more episodes. Because there's so many different places that I want to visit and things that I want to talk about. And I hope you'll be along for the ride. Anyways, I have to go now. Today we're visiting the historical neighborhood of Ybor City to go to the Swedish furniture store Ikea. Located in what was once a marshland full of mosquitoes, crocodiles, and other bad dudes, is now a vibrant area where many come to dine, dance, live, and work in the many converted casitas, cigar factories, and other historical buildings. Founded in 1885 by a group of cigar manufacturers led by Vicente Martinez Ybor, initially as an independent town and then annexed by Tampa in 1887. But before we can go and do that, I do have to stop at this combination Dunkin' Donuts 7-Eleven to take a pee. While stopping at the 7-Eleven, we realize we aren't the only ones at the gas station. 7-Elevens have a diverse ecosystem of birds that congregate in their parking lots for food, pleasure, and business. It would have been nice to take some time to visit the Dunkin' Donuts portion of the gas station, but we had no time to burn our balls with hot coffee. We needed to use the bathroom and get back on the road so we could make it to Ybor City in time. Out of the many things that Vicente Martinez Ybor built, who is the namesake of the city, Ybor City, his most prized building was the McDonald's. He said, "If you give the people some fucking burgers, yummy yummy, I love a good McDonald's burger, haha, they'll roll really good cigars." And that's what they did, making Ybor City home of the Cuban sandwich and also one of the oldest McDonald's in America, built in 1885. So after leaving the McDonald's, we went right to the Ikea. When you visit Ikea, you'll see 5 flags at the entrance to the complex. This is similar to the United Nations and many places that have sovereign land. Once you pass the flags, you're now in the jurisdiction of Ikea and the 5 countries represented in the flags that united to form Ikea. Ikea has a massive parking lot that serves as the parking spaces for the customers and thousands of government employees that work and live in the Ikea. Due to the large number of customers and employees they have on site, a cafeteria that feeds the over 2,000 people that visit every single day. We were exceptionally hungry, so we decided to go directly to the cafe. It's really great, you just grab a tray and walk down and choose from many different delicious and cheap options. They have to keep it affordable for the government employees who are vastly underpaid, and corruption runs rampant because of it. Ikea is most known for their Swedish meatballs. Sweden being the main country of the 5 that's involved with running the company, therefore their Swedish meatballs are the most popular dish to serve in their cafeteria. Oh yeah, look at those meatballs. After having a nice meal, Nathaniel and I proceeded deeper into the Ikea. The first oddity that I found was the Vincent van Gogh's rotten ear as a pillow. Being a fan of the morbid, I had to purchase it for my new bed that I was getting. We then spent the next 45 minutes wandering around the living quarters that they display, so you can also purchase a copy of it for your own home in the warehouse portion of the store, where they don't allow you to film. I have to go now, but always remember, all roads lead back to Ikea.